Hey players, so this morning, the only black Republican senator has officially launched his bid for president of the United States.
Household in a small apartment to one day serve in the people's house and maybe even the White House. This is the greatest nation on God's green earth. Today I'm thinking back to my grandfather, born in 1921 in Sally, South Carolina, in the Deep South. By the time he was in the third grade, he was forced out of school, his education was over, and he was forced to start picking cotton. But my grandfather lived long enough to watch his grandson pick out a seat in Congress.
So with that, Tim Scott officially joins the primary for the Republican nomination for President of the United States. He's going to be going against Frumpy to the motherfucking dump, Nikki Haley, Asa Hutchinson, and according to reports, Ron DeSantis is expected to launch his bid for President of the United States on Wednesday. I believe that's all that's running, honey. I may be missing somebody because the Republicans have quite a few candidates that are going to be trying to secure their Republican nomination. Now, we haven't heard from anyone other than Frumpy Dump regarding Tim Scott launching his bid for President of the United States. Of course, Frumpy to the motherfucking dump scurried on over to Truth Social to say, good luck to Senator Tim Scott in entering the Republican presidential primary race. It is rapidly loading up with lots of people, and Tim is a big step up from Ron DeSanctimonious, who is totally unelectable. I got opportunity zones done with Tim, a big deal that has been highly successful. Good luck, Tim. So it's clear with this statement that Frumpy Dump does not consider Tim Scott competition like he does Ron DeSanctimonious. His sentiments are similar to what he said about Nikki Haley when she launched her bid. He basically said the more the merrier. But with Ron DeSanctimonious, he seems to go in attack mode quite frequently against the guy. And Ron DeSantis has been hitting back as of late. Let's just keep it a stack. We know Frumpy Dump may consider Tim Scott very weak. He knows that Tim Scott is really not going to attack him. There's been plenty of times where Tim Scott was put in the position where he can go after Frumpy Dump and his policies, but he failed to do so. Probably because Tim Scott supported all of Frumpy Dump's policies no matter what they were when Frumpy Dump was president. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out. When Frumpy Dump was president, Tim Scott spent a lot of time pandering to him as well as the Magamites. So I'm wondering which way the Magamites are going to go. Are they going to stick with Frumpy Dump's taint, or are they going to scurry on over to Tim Scott? And where does Ron DeSanctimonious fit into this? Tim Scott had one job, in my opinion, which was to work with Cory Booker on the George Floyd policing bill, and he failed to do so. It was a shit show on wheels. So I have nothing for him. Players, I want to know what y'all think, though. Put your thoughts in the comments. This is Double D Mother for the Black Accurate News.